part 1. For some reason, the game glitched out, so I was forced to close it. So, unfortunately,
Lights out.
I got set
You
back
need
a
to be
little
rested
bit,
for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're
but
asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will
I should be
awaken a
fine.
master. Trust me. Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Denny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
I'm gonna sleep. I need the good ending. Good ending where I become rich and famous.
In
I
your
think
own
that should be
time,
good.
Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Why, he's marvelous. How did you ever train such a young boy to play like that?
If he doesn't let you in after that,
Yeah,
I'm not even sure I'd want you at that school. And I could tell you were having so much fun up there. You rehearsed enough.
Sounds like you really nailed it, kiddo.
It's not a matter of him nailing it. He sounded like a professional musician at 11 years old.
That's your mother saying that. Yeah, she doesn't consider kids to be professional musicians.
Because they're not.
What are you talking about?
Performers, yes. Musicians? No, they are not musicians.
Destroyer Tour, Anaheim, July 81. I'm telling you, Ace Frehley was conjuring spirits.
You should have seen the look on that old jerk's face when he realized what he had on his hands.
You think he was a present?
Richard! His dentures nearly fell out. His mouth was open so wide.
So what? Kid's a prodigy?
I don't think. He sounded pretty good. That's all I'll say.
Sounds pretty goddamn prodigal to me.
How many beers have you had, Richard?
Enjoy the beautiful night, will you?
Oh, I am. Believe me, I am.
We should do this more often.
Oh, trust me, I know. With summers like this, we should be doing this every night. Why don't we do this every night? How do you know?
Well, I'm sure it's enough.
I know, but we won't. I know we won't. We're never going to be as smart as we are right now.
Anyone ever told you your tendency of ruining the moment in the cutest way ever?
Yeah, you have.
Piss me off. You weren't so goddamn adorable.
And I'd find you adorable if only you didn't piss me off so much.
You hear that, Benny? Our entire relationship distilled into 2 lines.
Oh, come on. I was joking. You never piss me off.
Well, that's a lie.
Listen, I know I can be tough, but you know I'm never actually mad at either one of you, right?
We know, honey. Trust us. We know. Okay, let's try some others. Johnny
No!
You don't have to
I
open it
want to
right
stay
now
there.
if you don't want to.
What do you mean? Of course he wants to.
I just don't want you to feel pressure.
Sure. Open it whenever you want. What does it say?
Give him time to read it.
Why are you being silent, Ben? What's it say?
Don't pressure him. He'll tell us once he's ready to tell us. Hey, that's the main thing. It's just a school. It's nothing life or death.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would have been a great opportunity, but it's nothing life or death at the end of the day.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
Try not to blink for 5 minutes. I lose in 2 seconds.
A crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, plus, having him home for low means I can spend more.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Video games can be productive. Have you not seen a YouTuber?
Why isn't the sun moving, Al? No.
Keep blinking too
And
fast.
Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
I did it.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art.
My masterpiece.
Oh, how very wacky and fun. It's very zany. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
Beautiful.
There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape.
Beautiful. I'm the best artist
I
ever.
want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
Get...
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
I want to hear that conversation.
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent. But what's talent?
To being a difficult artist. The best of us are. This is divine.
Ah, shit, I'm skipping past the whole life process. How will I ever be a great artist?
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Bryn?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Of all places.
My new masterpiece.
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich.
Damn.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm going to be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and I'm just...
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of.
I may or may not have not answered the phone with her.
Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Bryn? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Bryn is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Bryn is silent because Benjamin Bryn is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on.
No.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
I just can't paint no more.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered. What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
My new masterpiece. It's beautiful. Whoops.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Is that
really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing now? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but... Whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
I go with happy.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant? His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. Now, how would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion. Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within. And how about that neighbor girl? Huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love?
Neither. I avoid her.
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his best friend Chloe. And although he gave it everything he had, he was still rejected from the conservatory his mother desperately wanted. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up! You you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap, you know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for. Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Was I not telling the truth?
Day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency
Not this.
to do that, I guess. Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
Don't answer the phone. Stay away from the phone. It's not good, probably.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
What is it? She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could.
So her father
Let's keep
died, and that's why we never seen him?
You really need to stay in touch. My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
Still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. Think about it.
Oh. Hey, it's the store area that I wanted to see. So what's up with this area?
Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
So I can't blink. I have to not blink this time. And until the timer hits 0.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Rich. When we get back, let's wake Dad up and go down to the beach. What do you say? I want to celebrate. Smell that air. It's such a beautiful night.
I get all this. We need...
And I'd find you adorable if only you didn't piss me off so much.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking.
You know, we could focus him. I'm sure he's staying engaged.
Try to speak a little softer. What's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point?
I gotta keep my eyes closed for this.
What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the...
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly.
I'm a master
It was very
typer.
artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
No. No, it's all gone. This seems to be exactly what that one guy said. At least I think.
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his best friend, Chloe. Best friend? Okay, Benny. Is that why you didn't sneak out with me? Why not just tell me? You do realize I waited for you out in the alley for like an hour, right? Ugh. So anyway, back to the story, I guess. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it. I do.
Yeah, this seems to be everything that wolf guy said.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
Alright, time to not blink for 30 minutes straight. Let's go. I got this.
You're doing great.
And I failed.
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
It's right there, take it. I can't hand it to you. Bye.
I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Don't go, otherwise I gotta fast forward time. to the bright light.
So, if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous. I don't know if you're embarrassed that you didn't come out to the beach with me, so you're avoiding me, or what. But I just wanted to call to say I really don't appreciate being lied to. And it's not that I need your help in history class, you know. I actually never needed your help in history class. And I just pretended because you were clearly really lonely and you had no friends. And it was my New Year's resolution to be nicer to people. So, I just wanted to say that you've reminded me why I wasn't nice to people in the first place. And I wish I never met you. And goodbye forever.
What a nice person.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
You dead? No! Help, I'm gonna get killed by a dead kitty. I win a stereo contest against you. You can't win.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think her character model's working out. What are you trying to do? She's just trying to get off screen, go into the black void before it's too late. No. It's just me and the cat now.
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey...
No, I blinked.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
No, I'll die. Lies. All lies.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's
I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this cramp on my chest.
No, it's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny. Just close your eyes.
No, I close my eyes, I might die. I need to live. I have to have the good ending. 5 years later, still here. Hasn't blinked. I refuse to blink. No, I blinked.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry.
Essentially, you just died as a kid.
I think.
Like, I think 10 or 11 years old. I think it was 11 though.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
Nope, I want to live. Tell her I'm going back that way. I want to live. Can't make me blink. I'm never blinking. No.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Brin. Benjamin Brin was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had.
How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
Yay! I think this is the end of the game.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
No, I'll stay alive. I got all this nice area to explore. I just gotta not move an inch. This game does not like you moving around that much.
Why is he smiling like that?
He must be somewhere that he likes.
And that's it for this episode, I think. I think that's the end. That feels like it would be an end. If I see credits, it's ending. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next video. Nobody wants to do credits. See you on the next one.